Jesus means justice. Jesus means salvation. Jesus means redemption. So that would be the equivalent to the Department of Justice. For the Moorish Americans, when we learn that Jesus means justice, we are learning where to go and in whose hands, if you will, you place your sins so that Jesus can bring them to the Father. So what I've done, I'm going to show you all. You can hear me well? Yeah, I'm connected. I'm going to show you all real quick. Just take a look at that though, right? We are replying. Can y'all see that? Let me see. I don't like to say game, but if we're going to call it a game, the name of the game, when we're talking about status correction and things of that nature, the name of the game is constituency. This is what you should be if you know better. Why is this so off center? All right. Wish for this to be on center. Let's do it this way then. The name of the game is being with the constituency, okay? Now, I've already tried to explain to some of y'all what a constituency is. Let me read this to you real quick, briefly, all right? We are applying there it is. So, just on the national level, we are applying for a constituent account with our National Trust and Estate Administration Department. Mine is Pennsylvania. Okay? Because without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. Right? Since the wealth of all sovereign nations, this gold, silver, and commerce, all belong to the constituent members or the representatives of the national organization or the fraternal order. So, by declaring your allegiance, how? By pledging your personal assets as security against all debts, you will have vested interest in all returns on investment. Be secured in your accounts, attorn, and represent. You are the free national U.S. citizen. I'm one of the constituent members. To be a constituent means that you have been selected or can select from those around you within your union to, where we at? To be an attorney, to attorn for you, and to represent you. That's what a constituent member is. This is what we're getting to. This is the purpose. This is the purpose of nationality. So, as some of y'all are aware, right, I have, what can we say? I don't have issues myself personally, but There's litigation that I'm going through right now because the members of this local city municipality have breached the peace. They have assumed that I was not a constituent, but rather under some type of authority. All right? And that's just not true. Especially because I'm a Muslim and they are undoubtedly Christian. Right? Let me set this up real quick. So I'm going to read to you all what I just sent to the U.S. Department of Justice. All right. Just to show you. Literally. All right. Now, I've done this before. Oh, damn. The camera keeps moving. Okay. All right, there we go. I sent this before, but I didn't have the right words. But now I have the right words. It says, what is your primary reason for contacting the Civil Rights Division? Now, why did I contact the Civil Rights Division? If civil rights only deals with 14th and 15th Amendment citizenship. Well, it doesn't deal with just 14th and 15th citizenship, amendment citizenship, because your civil rights were already inherent prior to that act. So it says mistreated by police. It says personal characteristics. Do you believe any of these personal characteristics influenced why you were treated this way? And I chose citizenship status. Obviously, I'm a constituent member and not just a district member. Language, because every time I speak about the law, they slander me and call me sovereign Sikh. National origin, because I'm a Muslim within the Confederacy and a Pennsylvanian within the Union. Race, they keep identifying me as black or sub-Saharan when I keep letting them know that I am Moorish American, so I'm North African. I'm white. And religion. So they are attempting to administrate my state without Islamic authority. Right? And so when did this happen? I put the date, and it says, in your own words, describe what happened. On 5/22/2024 at approximately 2 p.m., I, a constituent member of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, was robbed at gunpoint and later kidnapped at gunpoint by patrolman Tobias Ray Uhas and Staff Sergeant Melissa Ann Cooks, with the colorable authority of Scott H. Schricker, the magistrate, Richard Scott Adams, the mayor, and Michael Thomas Shaw, the police chief. Personal information not given was used to lodge a criminal complaint, and the report blatantly shows that the officer did not use the information that was given, though he acknowledged it as real ID. Meaning that when I gave him my passport, he didn't use any of the passport information because he already knew my debtor name. We had already had prior dealings. That's in his report too. So he lodged it under Brandon Davis instead of Brandon Davis L with my passport information. Right? It says I was arrested upon an unfounded warrant. The report states that correspondence would be by mail, yet 10 days later a bench warrant was issued. No mail-in correspondence was ever presented. Officer misidentified my national character. This department has, since 2022, persecuted me and other Muslims, defaming our character, reducing us to black persons when we're North African, and all because of our religious beliefs, national origin, and citizenship status. I have been unjustly exposed to liability and seek redemption. I am Brandon Eugene Davis L. And then I give them my passport number, which is like your bar number. But really what it is your constituent member identity account number. It's your real estate number. That's what it is. I am Brandon Eugene Davis, His Excellency, Prime Minister for the Muslim Moorish Nation in Pennsylvania Republic. I am recognized by the U.S. Department of State as such. So I'm telling them that when they look and this information pops up, it's going to say that I'm a minister. And because I am the first Moorish American to do it correctly, I am the Prime Minister. All right? I say the police department has attempted to denationalize and subjugate my person when all I've ever been was assisting. I've engaged the police department. I've engaged the mayor. I've engaged the magistrate. I've tried to come to have some type of constituency before I even recognized that that's the word that I was looking for. I was attempting to engage them so that they didn't see me as me or the group as some, black identity extremists or more sovereign citizens. We attempted to engage them because we're supposed to have good relations as the people of the Republic with our public servants. Anywho, I pray all is well and that this information be processed. There is even misfeasance in the Court of Common Pleas of Allegheny County, where District Attorney Zapala and Chief Public Defender Henderson have attempted to steer a course not beneficial to this national citizen, depriving me of due process. I have been in fear and without compensation, and am calling upon the assistance of this great commonwealth to atone for and to represent me as the constituent member that I am. That's my report. So I gave it to Jesus. I'm going to let Jesus do what Jesus do. I'm going to step out of the way because I'm not here to exact justice. Jesus said that he came with the sword of justice. So I'm going to let justice handle his man. This is what we need to understand. That when we become members of our organizations that otherwise turn a blind eye. They cannot turn a blind eye when you are one of the people. I'm literally one of the people. I'm not just the citizen, I'm one of the people. That's what we're all headed to, is learning how to be one of the people, a constituent member. I read the definition of constituent upstairs. It means that we're all in agreement. We're all in contract. We're all equal. We're all shareholders and investors. And the U.S. Department of Justice acts as one of your board of directors. They are one of the officers of the union who sits on the board. And that's what they're here for. They're here to assist you. But they're the angels. The angels don't have free will. They don't have free will. They can't just come. They have to be summoned. They have to be summoned. They need authorization from who? From God, the state. The state is your God. So you need to talk to the Father God, and the Father God will send his angels in the name of justice. Y'all vibing with me? Y'all catch this? Are y'all catching this? Does this make sense to y'all? I hope that this does. Special shout out, right? Because I'm aware that I'm being watched. So I'm going to state some names. All in due respect. We're going to start with Joseph Hayes. I'm coming for you. Ryan Johnston. Going to show you. You know what I'm talking about. Melissa Cooks. Coming for you. Excuse me. Justice is coming for you. Who else? Can't remember. There's another sergeant in there. Can't remember. Unfortunately, Kemple. They're coming for you. And we're just going to keep going up the chain. So now we're going to sit there. Michael Thomas Shaw. Because you know better, Shaw. Because I've been trying to talk to you forever, Shaw. They're coming for you. Richard Dick. Yeah. They're coming for you. Scott. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. I told them you were not going to be happy. It's in the report. Because I understand the situation. And you can't, or you feel the need to honor. Hey, look, man, you took that oath to them, so down with the ship, brother. Unfortunately, down with the ship. You told me that if I ever beat this case, to tell you how I did it. So this is that. I'm doing this for you for that, because I know that you were all watching. To the Chicago officer who came down here from the U.S. Department of State like I was some type of gang member. I don't even know who you are, but they're going to come for you too. All right? They're going to come for you all because I've already sent word. So for all of you public servants out there who have the authority to regulate local citizens, but don't have the authority to regulate national citizens, you are being advised. Cease and desist. Leave the people alone. It's coming. Why? Because this is how the law works. Let me see here. What we got here? Yeah, you heard me. Swear on everything. Shots fired. Absolutely. What up, Johnny? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, there's somebody there. Who that is? Brother Johnny, already. What's good with you, beloved?
Hey. Good morning to you.
Likewise, man. You hear what I'm saying?
Do you hear an echo? Do you hear an echo by me?
I did
Like
out
an
of
echo?
moment ago. Yeah, there's an echo.
Yeah, I feel bad, man. I shouldn't be on then. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out.
You think it might be me?
No, I think it's me.
Okay. Well, I don't
I
hear
won't
it
bother
now.
you then. Everybody's
Brother, speak your piece, man.
everyone's
Whether
asking about
there's an
you,
echo
man.
or not, man. Speak your piece, bro.
Oh, thank you, sir. Everybody's asking about you, man. You did. I mean, what you spoke about was something different level, man. Another level. Everybody's talking about that.
Yeah. One of your chat members, Bobby. I don't fuck with him.
Bobby, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
gave her,
Bobby
you gave her a hard time.
doesn't show up anymore because after
Oh.
all that whole day, I spilled out to you all. Different people, different times. But Bobby came in, and because he has such a connection with Christ and someone other than Christ, conscious of talking, he felt it. He began to like point at certain things, like nitpick. And I had been on, like I said, I'd been on and off that whole day.
I
gave a
know.
lot of
I know.
myself that day, and so it had been like 3:00 in the morning here. So I let him talk his shit, and then just out of respect, I stayed to listen to what he had to say because everyone had given me the floor. I'm not just, but once he got to talking, I clocked out. Like I'm cool. There's no point in me being here. I'm not, they don't understand that I'm the genie. You summoned me. You know what I mean? They don't understand that.
Yeah, but Bobby's
I'm trying to be in the room. I'm there because I was
requested.
brought in as a guest. Yes. So,
Bobby's not the group admin or the group leader or the group owner.
yeah,
He's just
I
another.
hear you, beloved. But again, I spent all day on your platform, and it gave me an opportunity to give the word. The word's out. There's really no point in me even being there anymore. It's there. You know what I mean? There's other members in there. There's other members in there that I know for a fact they received at least the foundation. The concept. They got the concept. Now they can utilize it religiously or however. You know what I mean? But they have it. I know they have it. So there's no real point. Y'all need to come see me instead of me jumping in your group. Y'all need to come see me.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll bring him over here.
Absolutely. And put them on the YouTube channel. That way, the stuff that I shared with you all that day, it's all on my YouTube channel. You just have to go through it all. They're hour longs, obviously, but it's like a build up. It's like a build up. So
what's your YouTube again?
Everything is there.
Yeah, what's your YouTube real quick?
If you actually go to my
okay, I'll go to your page. I'll message you privately.
Well, no. Listen, beloved, listen. If you go to the profile, it'll have a website, and then it'll say "and one more." If you go to that one more, and click on that, that is the YouTube channel.
Okay, I'm just letting all my people come over here.
Okay, that's peace too. Shit. So, did you hear about what I said about the constituency?
I came in a little bit on the end of it, but it seems like you have you send out some notices and that kind of thing.
So what I did was understanding that now that I recognize what a constituency is, right? Once I realized what that word was, the root being constitute, the agreement being the Constitution. So once I recognized that I was a part of the whole, right, it dawned on me like, oh, that means that I get to send the goons out. The goons work for me now. Why? Because I'm a made man now, so to speak. Because you're with the Republic, or because you're in the Union, and because you paid your union dues, which is your state taxes. Your every 10 years you re-up. because you're paying those dues, man, you are afforded. These things are afforded to you. It's their social, it's their obligation. I'm like, oh. So I'm actually starting to I'm going to put together, well, I mean, shit, it's going to be a book, so it is what it will be. But I'm going to explain what it is, the concept that I'm bringing, so that people can see it, at least from my point of view, or from the point of view that I present. And then the way that I have it in my head, that's going to relieve the burden of the people so they can get away from all these weird ass fucking gurus, and these opportunists, because the people will understand exactly what is this whole secure party creditor thing? What is this, status correction? Well, it's becoming a part of the union. That's what the fuck it is. That is what it is. So I feel like, I'm going to let that information pour out in book form. We can get away from all of this soft shit bullshit and all of this grifter bullshit. We can get away from that. I know in my heart that the concept that I've shared with yourself that has you so enamored, right? I know that this is the destination. This is only one path, right? There are many paths if you want to walk them, but this is the narrow path. I'm telling you, this is the narrow path, beloved. We get rid of it. We tear all. We strip the bitch naked and we see her for what the fuck she is, basically. Party. You know what I mean? Everything comes off. Everything's naked. You can't hide. You see what I'm saying? We do to it what was done to us. We have to strip it so that we know what we're looking at. So we take off the boogie woogie superstition. We take out the like words like foreign. I will not ever use foreign unless I'm talking policy. People say they're foreign to the Republic. They're foreign. I'm not foreign. I'm free. I'm not foreign to it. I'm just, it's not immediately on the dial. We're not foreign to the United States corporation. We're just not, instead of us being the workers who are regulated under it, we're the shareholders. We're the ones in authority. You see what I'm saying?
Sure
so
do.
all of that foreign national status, we don't need to use that word foreign, because foreign is ambiguous. When you say foreign, that means disconnected in totality. We're not foreign to the United States. We're not the estates. We are the state. We are not the estates. That's the difference. The local district residential person that is identified by the birth certificate and social security number, that's your district local personality. That's your look. This is my mailbox. This is Brandon Davis.
The all caps Brandon Davis.
No, all caps doesn't matter because they're all artificial persons in order for us to act in. Right? They're all characters to act in. Brandon Davis. So the non-capital, the natural person is Brother B. Davis L. That's my natural personality. All right, but then I have my residential personality, which is Brandon Davis, all caps. And then I have my constituent personality, which is Brandon Davis L, all caps. So now I have the debit and the credit, and it's on me. This is your 14th Amendment citizen right here, your mailbox. That's your safety deposit box, and it's not secure. They're robbing you through. They're taking your treasury. They keep hitting your treasury, because again, your treasury box is out in the open. When you secure it, now that's secure. All they do is deposit. That's your 14th Amendment citizen is your deposit account. That's all the fuck it is. That's all it is your deposit account. So anything in which you receive something, you know, they're sending you something. They're sending you mail. So that person, that stateless citizen receives that. And that's the equivalent of you're at your desk, and instead of someone giving you the notice, they just put it on your desk. No, hand that shit to me.
Let me ask you, Brandon.
Putting it on my desk is not a proper or a formal acknowledgement. You did not notice me. Literally and figuratively. If you just throw it on the desk instead of handing it to me, that's actually a sign of disrespect as well. In most Eastern countries, is to put it on instead of placing it in the hand, place it on the counter.
Right. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Absolutely.
When you came by a couple days ago, we talked about the traveling and the driving and the registration. What did you think about that? It might not be a part of what you want to talk about today, but I just wanted to know when you have a chance, if you don't mind, give me your thoughts. If not now, then a little later, whatever.
You would like me to explain what I understand about that, or did you give me some information that you imagine that I was?
We talked about the traveling and registration and the CFR. Do you remember that document that we were working together with?
No, I don't.
So we talked about. I'm sorry. No problem. We talked about signing up for the Vehicle Anti-Theft Act. Do you recall it all? The anti-theft.
I think I'll send you later. When I was trying to say something about U.S. DOT, was I mentioning the U.S. Department of Transportation?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah. So I want to take all of that back. It's between myself and you. So, we don't need the U.S. Department of Transportation either, because we're operating as private. What is it? We're not in the public. We're not doing any public business. So we're not contracting in the public. The U.S. Department of Transportation is public. You know, just like the DMV is public. When you have your passport, when you are acknowledged, when you're recognized as one of the heirs of the estate, then all authority is inherent. So as long as you're moving about in the world and you have that identification, you know that you can move with wrong plates, no plates, expired plates. These are not crimes. So we don't need any of that, for real. Once you become a constituent member of your union, everything that was associated or everything that was created off of that birth certificate personality, everything that was in the public trust in the state has now been conferred to the private. So you're already taken care of, but a lot of us get lost trying to do all of the public steps. It's already ready already. If you're not acting in the public, then there's no need to act publicly, if that makes any sense. So, again, this is why it's important for us to not just be by ourselves, but to have 2, 3, 4, 5 of us moving about in the same status, so that when we're out moving around and something, an accosting happens, we have witnesses, everyone a constituent member, everyone having authority, not to incite any type of, violence, but this is the whole bearing arms thing. Pull us over if you wish, act diplomatically and respectfully, or catch these arms. But so again, if you wish to do what you do in the public, then do what you do in the public. I'm operating in the private as well as the public. So when I have public business to attend to, that's when I would utilize the public registrations. Anything that's already registered in the public under your public identity, once you become a constituent member of your union, of your state, it is already conferred. It is already covered. You're covered. So
have you changed?
It's just the knowing.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I keep on interrupting you there. Have you changed your the views about the travel then about the U.S. The what is it called, the Department of Transportation? Did you change some of your thoughts
Yeah,
about that?
that's what I'm saying. I would no longer. So again, that's contracting in the public, and there's nothing wrong with contracting in the public. You know,
Can you tell me why you changed it?
you,
What made you come up to this?
because I'm understanding that I'm in the republic, and as long as I'm in the republic and I'm recognized as such, there's nothing anyone can tell me. I'm 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 the prince. They can't. No one can tell me what to do on my daddy's land. Type shit. It's inherent and it's secure. So I can already act in this capacity because I have the protection and the provisions of the state of the republic state.
Did you are you appointed? Did you get appointed something, or is this self-appointed?
Say that one more time.
Is it self-appointed, or were you appointed that spot, the position?
This says that I'm it. The passport says that I'm it. I applied for recognition as a constituent member, and I received a favorable reply. So I'm again I'm made. I'm a made man. I killed the straw. I'm a made man. I caught my first body. I'm in.
You don't think that they don't think that name that ID or that passport and the driver's license doesn't hold you to certain requirements, expectations, and
I mean, there are requirements and expectations in as much as, if I'm out in the world in my car, I don't have to stop at the stop sign, but I should. Why? Because, I owe to every human being that which is owed to me. That's all. So, I'm going to stop at the stop sign. I'm going to stop at the light. Why? Because I'm not here to cause any burden. But I'm going to stop at the stop sign, not because the stop sign is there, but because I recognize that there's an intersection there that, logically people could be moving back and forth, and I don't wish to. Look at it from the perspective of you're a foreign diplomat, an ambassador. You're James Bond. You're 007. You're the distinguished man of mystery. You're Dos Equis.
How did you sign? How did you sign the passport and the driver's license? Can you mind telling us?
I've never had a driver's license. I have a state ID, and the state ID was the state ID is Brandon hyphen Eugene semicolon, or is it a colon? And then it's David hyphen L. That's the autograph. It's always going to be Brandon Eugene Davis L. Hyphen L.
You don't want to throw without prejudice or nothing like by colon without.
I don't have to, because our rights are already reserved. My rights are already reserved. Right. Instead of putting UCC whatever, I'm gonna start putting my passport number. That's my authorized rep number. That's my license, not bar card, but that's my license to do business. Okay. I don't have to put UCC 1-308 because again, that's dealing in the public. I'm not now. If I'm in the public, then yeah, I'm if I have public contracts, I'm going to do that because that's what's necessary in commerce. Right? You have to express it on the outside, which is the public, but I'm on the inside, so it's implied already. Within in the republic, it's already implied. It's natural course.
Okay. Who's the person? And who's the person? And how do you define it? How do you define the person? And who is it to you?
The person. Period. Just.
Yeah. What is how would you define person? And then what relation is it to you?
I would define person as a disguise, as a suit, as a cloak, and I would say that I might have a cloak that's dirty, and I might have a cloak that's clean. And I'm going to put on the clean cloak or the clean person, which is the creditor, which is the constituent member, as opposed to putting on the, the muddy this or the muddy that, or to keep it culture friendly. Instead of when I have a person who wears baggy pants off their ass, long shirts, ball caps, right? Terrible grammar, right? No knowledge of self. That's one person. That's one character. Then I have the one who's pants up, belt, suit, tie, about his business. One is in the street. One is on the sidewalk. There is no good business in the street. So I'm on the sidewalk.
Okay. So just real quick. So from what I understand is that the all caps name was created when the registration.
The all caps name is just a legal identity, brother. It's just so that on paper, because we're taking account, because we're keeping records. It's the all capital name is just showing you that that's the account name, brother. That's it. It's the name on the account, man. That's what person is. It's an account. You have a personal account, and then you have a real account, a personal estate and a real estate.
They lock up the person. They don't lock up the man, right? They lock up the person. They can find the person, not the man.
They lock up the person, and if the man is not distinguishable from the person, then the man is taking a shorty.
So how do you distinguish yourself?
Say that again.
How do we distinguish it?
That's how you distinguish it. It's passport. So another thing. So as a Muslim, we have titles to go with our name. Abdullah, Al-Khaliq, Al-Wahid. So I have the title on my name that distinguishes my name person from my name with title person. And so out in the world, I'm always Davis L. L what? It could be Al-Khatab. It could be, Al-Amin, Al-Aziz, whatever the L, it's the definitive article. It's Allah. So the name is distinguished from the title. So Brandon Davis is merely it's the word. It's not even manifest yet. Brandon Davis L is the word manifest. The word of God manifest. Because L is the title of God, the title of creator, creditor, all high title. The title, if you understand Tawheed is the constituency. When we deal with a Tawheed, when we deal with the unification, because Tawheed is not oneness like it's by itself. Tawheed is the drawing of all things back. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji. My bad, brother. Do you?
My dad's from Morocco.
All right. So, all right, cool. So, when we deal with a tawheed is talking about a bringing into the center. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. So, we're not talking about Allah being or things being apart from Allah. All things originate from and must return. This is the return on investment. So Tawheed is the unification, it's the union, it's the constituency. We become, instead of just being the Mir Ummah, we become the Khalif and the Khulafa and the Tabi'in and Tabi'in, in succession. We become rulers. As opposed to just those who are on the mainland who need assistance. We become those warriors, we become those delegates. There you go. We
I'm
do
worried
with
that we become
unification.
we become the surety. I'm sorry, I'm worried that we become the surety. That's what I'm worried about.
You don't ever become the surety. The surety is the debtor person. So if you're going to give them up, then become the attorney and hand them up. There you go. And that's a proper discharge. Why? Because you're the authorized discharging agent. Here you go. I'm the attorney for the republic. Here you go. Here's the person. Now I need to be redeemed. So that gets proper discharge.
That's surety.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that person, that paper person, is always the surety. Now, if you take a life, then I'm not. There's forgiveness everywhere. But if you are guilty, then as a man of integrity, as a man of good character and good standing, upright standing, turn yourself in, seek forgiveness. Seek atonement, so that your slate can be cleaned again. But if you're not the guilty party, fuck all that, man. Allahu Akbar.
No injured party. Let's talk about that. No injured party.
Right. There's no injured party. So when they say the state is injured or this or that, it's because they're using the state person. Or, excuse me, they're using the district personality. Corporations talk to corporations. Chiefs talk to chiefs. So they're bringing, as a corporation and as a district local corporation, they're bringing charges against another local business. And they're claiming that business, that franchise, has acted in breach.
I don't know. I don't know about you, but when I was facing 5 to 15, I was out in 7 for good behavior. But I mean, that was one of that was the longest 7 days of my freaking life, and I don't want to go back,
Bro, where are you at that all that noise is in your background, man?
I'm trying to tell you, I don't want. I feel bad. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, we gonna. I don't know, beloved. We gonna have to chop that shit right there.
I'll pull out.
If you can't get that. Oh, okay. See, if it's not there now when you're talking.
Yeah, my bad.
That's cool, beloved. It's just.
I'll pull out. I'll leave.
Johnny knows all this. Johnny Cali been infiltrated so many. Okay. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing he's saying. But all right, yeah. So, how much energy I got on this phone? 8%. All right, y'all. So, I mean, this is still gonna make it. Let me go ahead and drop the brother down. As always, brother Yahya, jazakallah wa khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Right, honest to my brother. So this was really intended to talk to those who are watching me, those organizations that I know are watching me. I don't mind y'all watching me. I desire for y'all to watch me because I'm looking for y'all to respond. And I know that the angels have already been given the word to go. So you all, when you get right with your State Department, all of these privileges become restored permissions. Permission, because if you fuck up, then yes, they can be taken from you, obviously. But as long as you're in good standing, you have the permission, or the exemption is applicable. Now, we're learning about business here. We're learning about doing business. We're learning about being businessmen and women. We're learning how to do proper business. Let me see here. Again, as I'm going to continue to tell everybody, your concepts will be not so good if they're not founded in accounting. Everything is an account, right? Attorneys deal with accounts, right? We're learning how to be attorneys. We're learning how to be this ain't even it. Accountants. Was it down in there? Oh yes. So all of these processes, procedures that we are following in order to save ourselves. I just like transparency and truth. Let me see here. What's going on with this? Let me see. Johnny knows all this. Johnny D from Cali. Been infiltrated so many groups. Haha, oh boy. You from Cali? I don't either. Not a great thing at all. Okay. You don't know me, why you hating? I just like transparency. Ask me anything. Here, look. So I'll boot y'all both off my motherfucking live feed right now if y'all keep at it, man. This ain't the platform for that. My platform is not for that. So if I see any more back and forth from either one of y'all, man, I'll kick both of y'all. This is not that. I'm not here for that. Absolutely. Let me see. Let's get an understanding here because I want to know what the sister's talking about.
Peace. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well, beloved. What's
Okay.
going on here? Is there an issue between yourself and the brother?
Not
Or is
personally,
there a
just
misunderstanding?
not personally, just as a member of the collective. So I'm just aware of him and a little bit of his antics for a while. He's not no longer in some of the things that I'm still committed to, but I've seen him on these streets, and I just didn't want you to fall down the rabbit hole with him. So that was my bad.
Well, I'm not. So whatever that brother's approach, he's not attempting in any way to place it upon me, and he is in fact receiving from myself. So whatever information or I guess whatever
Yeah, that was
issues y'all have.
2024. My fault. No, I don't know him personally. I'm just saying that was 2024. So you're right. I shouldn't bring that to your live. I just seen it off rip, and I said, "Well, I don't know this host from a can of paint, but I know who this character is, and I didn't want you to be." Well, I felt the truth in me and the transparency in me was like, let me just make a comment, whether you received the comment or not. But since you did receive it, I want you to know it wasn't an attack to him personally. It was just an informational response to your what I walked into in a live. I guess I follow you or I seen that you were live. I don't know. I just popped in and then I saw that and I said, oh, okay. I made my comment and I said, no, it's not a good thing. And I left it at
So
that.
what is it that you're accusing the individual? Like what type of behavior or information do you feel was not beneficial that he was participating in that you felt compelled to bring
Oh,
that darkness to the light?
to be honest with you, it wasn't even that I was in here
Yes.
very long. I just heard the background and I think, when he was commenting, the same thing you noticed right before you removed him, exactly what you noticed. But I noticed that as soon as I got on your live, I just had to handle a few things. I made the comment and
What
came
I'm
back.
asking you is what I'm asking you, beloved. You said that there's like you have a prior knowledge of the individual. Would you reveal that
Yeah, he was in a
information?
group that I'm in, and he was there last. Yeah, of course, he was in a group that I'm in, and he was in there last year until his commentary became disruptive. That's all. It was okay in the beginning. Everyone was attempting to assist. That's what we do, but
Well, I've been a
not
part
when
of
it's
one of his
disruptive.
brothers. This brother's, he's good. I don't know him to be ill intensive or to be bad will.
That's the last year, though. Like I
And
said, that's last year.
right, absolutely, people can change.
Hmm.
Things can
Hmm.
change.
But I'll fall back
And
in and
I,
continue to enjoy your life. It's my first time here. I'm going to hit the follow and just listen to you. I'm a paralegal by education, but I do work with an accountant, and I do have experience. But I'll just fall back and listen. Thank you.
all right, listen, and as well, beloved, if you could go to my
Mhm.
profile and go to my link, not the website, but that would be great for you to see too. But there's a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and that YouTube channel will let you know at least what it is that I'm dealing with.
Sure. I'll be happy.
No doubt, beloved.
All right.
Let's
Take care.
see. All right. All right. All righty. So I'm going to read this again. Yeah. Let me do it this way. It says, we are applying for a constituent account with our National Trust in the State Administrative Department. Because without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. Since the wealth of all sovereign nations, the gold, the silver, and commerce all belong to the constituent members or the representatives of the national organization and or fraternal order. By declaring your allegiance through pledging of your personal assets as security against all debts to the nation, you will now have vested interest in all returns on investment. Be secured in your accounts. Learn to attorn and represent as free national citizens of the United States. All honor to this brother right here. This brother right here. This is the individual who laid the foundation for myself to bring you all this information correctly. All right. That brother right there. Right. And this is all of his work. This is all of his. Yes, a turn. Yes, a turn. Here, let me show you, bro. Let me show you, bro. Just to show you what we're looking at. What up, dude? Who got cigarettes? Now, oh, thank you, sis. All right, here I come. Damn, my sis told me to come down. Hold on, I'm gonna show you, Johnny. Give me a second. Cause you asked. Damn. Yeah.
Oh, there. If you need anything from the store, the marathon's closed.
I already know. I was up there earlier today and
You
shit.
you sell power?
Yeah, but that's true. How you doing, family?
Yeah,
I know you. You know
Erica.
you. What's up?
I don't
She
really.
used to be down at Pito's with
You know
Pito,
Ditto.
and then she came up to our house. That's Erica. That's little skinny ass Erica.
I don't remember, and I don't fuck with Peter. Remember, nobody be around that nut ass nigga.
Yeah, that okay. We'll explain that later.
Yeah.
Anywho, if you want anything from the store, you're gonna have to go down to JNS. So no one's open around.
All right, cool. I appreciate it. Look, no,
literally
because
walked
on
all the way
everything,
around.
and I had my whole black garb on, like I was out in my minister outfit, and I swear on everything, and I walked up there. Hold on, I walked up to the gas station.
Yep, right. Everything.
And I'm right there, and I'm like, all right. And the guy's telling me like it's closed. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, it's closed. So then I walk up to the little green awning store, and they're closed and shit. And I'm like, fuck. So I walk up to Dollar General, and I'm like, man, I'm not walking up to the Union Mall.
She even said we should just go down to JNS. And I was like, no, I'm scared because everything down from 4th and down that way. She told me.
Damn, man, I keep calling you Trudy, and this is my fucking niece, yo.
Yeah.
I'm bugged out, yo. Y'all just growing young ladies, man. That's what it is.
So they both said, let's go down to JNS. I said, no, I need toilet paper. Let's go to Dollar General and save me some money, and get a big pack. Now I got to go and spend a couple dollars.
Oh, sis, so I'm going to show you.
Nice.
You don't even know what it is. Yeah. It's a tripod, right? Hold on.
Oh, it's a stand. That's cool.
I like that.
But no, check this shit out, right?
It looks like you could hit the button down there. Is that a button?
That is too, but look, watch this shit, right? Turn this on.
Oh, shit, son.
Come on.
Right?
Hey, I don't want to be in there. You can be out.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Move around.
What is it?
Oh, wait, I want to see it.
Put your hand up like this in front of it. Now move.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Oh, that's neat.
wait.
Where'd you find that off of?
No. Give it the okay.
Oh. Now move.
No, give it the okay.
Give it an okay by yourself.
Did the light turn green? Yep.
There it goes. Oh, that's nice, bro.
That's cool.
Got that off the TikTok shot, you heard?
TikTok is booming.
Like that shit.
That's dope. I need me one of those.
That's why.
Booming.
And it becomes a selfie stick and all of that.
Heck yeah. But let me run. I got to get up to see Mom real quick and guys.
All right, you ain't got to speak. You ain't got to explain nothing to me when it comes to her.
No, I already know. I just got shit to do. So,
All right, y'all take care. Later. All right, my bad, bro. There we go. Let me show this to you, Johnny. I appreciate you waiting. No, I'm going back out there, baby. Is it cold? All right, so look at this, Johnny. Constituent. It says, pardon me, a word used as correlative to attorney to denote one who constitutes another his agent or invests the other with authority to act for him. It is also used in the language of politics as a correlative to representative, the constituents of a legislator being those whom he represents and whose interests he is to care for in public, not republic, but in public affairs, usually the electors of the district. And then we got that too, So, we get them to attorn for us. They act on our behalf. You see what I'm saying? Because we're now constituent members of the union. You're a union member. So now you can call on them. Who delegated me a constituent? I did. What do you mean? So you're missing the point of getting the passport and identifying yourself as a national citizen, which is a constituent member of the union, brother. The passport, I applied for membership and I received a favorable reply. I'm a member. I pledged this collateral, my personal debit account, to receive the creditor account as a constituent member. I don't understand what you're asking. Put some deodorant on, baby. So, this is my Bible here. All right, it's back on me. So yeah, I do. I had to get myself and my children out of harm's way. Appreciate it. Yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, because now I'm remembering why I even started coming on this live feed. To those public officials who are watching me, this is notice. I am that I am. All hail, Vadi Makum. All right. Absolutely. So for all of you out there, I'm not going to say anybody's names because, it's the caveat emptor. And usually I've noticed that when I actually point out those people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, people don't care because I don't have this or I don't have that. So, but all of your gurus out there, they are showing you that there are many paths. There's only one destination. Man, bro, I hear you. I speak with authority, though, so, yeah. Invite American Muslim to co-host. Yeah. But all your secure party creditor gurus, they're showing you the long way. And they're detaching you from the government. And if you are detached from the government, you have no government protection. Honest to you as well, Akhi. I am al-Mahdi. Ana al-Mahdi. One of. The true Muhammadan. Absolutely. Always. I know you feel me. I know that you feel me. So for all of those attending this live or who will see it later, who identify with being black, you are identified as a mailbox or a desk or an office, a thing, and they are regulating you as such. As long as you are not a constituent member of your state, you have no authority. There is no one who is going to act on your behalf and exempt you. The people are the state. Everyone who is a part of your state government is a human and a member of that state, just like you. You all are the people. So go back to your people and receive that authority. Tell them, hey, I'm one of the people. That's what the DS-11 form and the affidavit of truth is for. Get your passport. Your passport is a national identification. Your citizenship is national. How do we know that? How do we know that it is national in that district? Did you ever think about getting involved in the city. Actually, yes. So, chance meeting, but we know there's no such thing as chance because qadr is the qadr law, the decree of the law is what it is. I ran into the mayor of this city. Well, she used to be mayor. Oh, I appreciate that, brother. She used to be mayor here, and she's of a darker hue, and those of a paler hue mutiny. They turned on her, and she's looking to run again. And I told her that she has my vote, and I'd even asked her to show me where and when we have the city council meetings. And she gave me that information. And so now I'm going to make sure that I appear so that I'm civilly active as well. And because I have national standing, I actually can run for mayor or any office. Absolutely. Absolutely. You all have the power, and it's very easy to get to it. All you have to do is lay down your life and sacrifice. Lay down that debtor person. Let it go, right? Pick up your cross, pick up your ledger, right? And resurrect the Redeemer in yourself as a national citizen. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do all of this birth certificate authentication or W8 Benz or any of that. You don't have to do any of that. You really don't. You really, really don't. And I know that people are charging thousands of dollars for this information. I'm doing my best to give it to you for free. I can't imagine. And as a man thinketh, so shall he be. So I've already been inspired. I've already been it has already been made. I'm now consciously aware that my rank or my role in this in this state has risen, and so I know that in due time I will actually be a public member. Y'all will see me. Y'all will see me. As you see me here, I've already declared that I'm Prime Minister of the Muslim nation here in Pennsylvania. A Prime Minister is an ambassador. Being the leader, yes. Yes, absolutely. Being the prophet. That's what a prophet does. And the word prophet has a Greek origin. It is a compound word, pro, meaning to go forward or towards a thing, and fession, meaning to tell. So the word prophet literally is profession. And a profession L is a prophet of God. Government Ordnance Department. It's all in the words, y'all. This is my book of spells. This is my book of spells. So just to show you all, do I have it on me? Oh no, I left it upstairs. So I have national recognition, and I have the book. So I also have international recognition. Yes. First edition. So I am a nationally and internationally protected person, which means that the police who violated me have violated nationality laws. It's very strong when you know where you're at and you know your position. Right? They violated the rights of an internationally protected person. That's what I am. That's what you are when you are in line with your government. If you fill out the passport form with no affidavit expressing your status, then you're not recognized as that. Yes, I'm always a citizen. I am a national citizen. I'm not a stateless citizen. I am a state citizen. My stateless or mindless citizen is the birth certificate. It's the person. It's the legal person. It's the paper person. It's the debtor. It's the debit account. Another word for person is account. That's why I'm an accountant. So when you see the word account, it means person. You have a debitor account and a creditor account. You have a 14th Amendment account and an Article 4, Section 4 account. That's what you have. And you need to go to your creditor account in order to be redeemed. I'm always a citizen because I'm acting. It's an act. So I have to play the character. Citizen is character. Like a character, like a role, in a movie or in a play. You're actor. Citizen means actor. The local actor is the NPC in the game, the non-player character. Doesn't have any sway. It doesn't have any it doesn't have a voice. It doesn't it doesn't have the force of law. What are your thoughts about the fact that your governor ordered a state of emergency? That's cool. So the state of emergency means that, and again, because I've already, just like back in 1933, I've already pledged my financial estate to the state. Then under those emergency powers, I'm saved. The state of emergency is declared because there's an economic reset on the way. I'm trying to learn. I have the passport already, just don't know how to tie the two together. All right, so from here on out, you use your passport number instead of the birth certificate number, instead of the social security number. This is your passport is your discharging agent. And your social security ID and whatnot, that's your charging agent. So since the financial institution in America since the mainframe, since there's one, I'm trying to figure out how to best say this. Since there's only one system, and that system has debitors and creditors, when you place everything in your passport name, knowing that you receive utility bills that are their statements, right? And they're already in the positive. If it's charged to your passport account, it is immediate discharge. There is no, and I'm going to do this for myself just to show proof, but there is no reason, there's no need to write to the U.S. Department of Treasury because it will already be order of procedure. You already have the discharging account on record. So we stab it in the heart and we let it die on the cross. We don't pick it up anymore. All right. Now, if you're operating in the public, then it's necessary to use that information. When you're operating in the republic, which means that your private rights have come back out to the public, they're enforced as such. When you're acting in that capacity, again, it shows that you're just plain rich. You're just plain rich. Give them the birth certificate person, the straw man, is assess the KV trust. Thank you. The assess the KV trust is unlimited debits. The assess the KV trust is dealing with the public Federal Reserve or the Federal Reserve. Look, your U.S. Treasury deals with the National Reserve. The federal citizen and the federal government deals with the debtors. All debts are against the United States. And again, when you pledge yourself, that's what I was saying. The stateless, the 14th Amendment person. How you doing? I'm all right. I wanted to talk with you, but I don't wish to broadcast it on my live feed. But I'm aware of the issue you had with here and up there, and I seen the picture. And you've always been able to come to me and talk to me. Yeah, the issue that I had was that we're better than that. I wish that you would have came to me.
You know, I don't want to deal with crabs.
Look, I get it.
I see them.
I get it.
I understand that's why they're wild cats. You know, I don't mean to be offensive to you.
But I mean, the caption was like you made it seem as if I'm the citizen that doesn't care about. I understand, but you use my property. I sing it. Absolutely. I know. Well, I let Gordon know, and he had told me that, and you see it's already going, but he had intentions on getting it because his workers did that shit, and him not coming around to see didn't know how it looked. And when I told him, he got very, very frustrated with his work and made them bring their ass down here to take care of it. I know.
It's all around. You know, it's not fair. They're always working for crabs.
Yeah.
You don't want crabs.
I got little Mises already. I'm trying to get they've been here forever though. I'm trying to get the little Mises out, you know? Absolutely, yeah. We don't have any of those in here. Look at you. You don't grew all up.
You know what I mean? You can get real mice.
Right.
You know?
Right. I know.
I just don't want to do that.
Understood. Right. No, I get it.
I don't want to let you know what they care.
Right.
But I didn't mean anything personal. You know, it's like this.
It's all well,
You know, I apologize for putting it that way or anything that way. I'm just like,
Oh man, yeah.
I'm just showing it's not everywhere.
What up, though? Come through. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, but we're coming down.
Yeah, I just told him.
I apologize. I didn't mean it.
No problem.
You know what I mean? It wasn't perfect.
No problem. So I'm gonna let y'all in. Cause y'all can still hear me. Hey. What up, though? No, so I was supposed to give him this shit. What up, man? What up? I was supposed to give him this shit. But, I'm like, well, bro, you know, he goes, I'm like, I can't walk out on my back porch and nothing. Yeah, I can't get my grandson. That's what? Yeah, hold on, damn, it ain't catch. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I see. Yeah, but it should follow. There it goes. It should follow. See that shit? It'll follow one of y'all. Yeah. I still want to go down her now, maybe 10 minutes ago. She was telling me, I was on that bitch at like 7 o'clock. Yeah. All right, y'all stay easy. Word. My apologies, y'all. Chopping it up with the folk. Oh man. There we go. This joint gonna follow me wherever I go. I like this shit. All right, let me see. Did I miss anything with the beloveds? No. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead, cut this off, and put this on the YouTube channel. If you wish to learn it the way I'm giving it, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. You know, if not, that's all fine as well. You know, absolutely, beloved, absolutely. You all take care. Much love. Appreciate the love that you've all shared. All right, coolio, absolutely. So, in closing, I will give this all to you. Your religion, the purpose, the source of your religion is principle equity. Okay? Islamism or Islamiyah means principle equity. It is found in the heart, in the chamber, on the right side of the ledger. Just keep that in mind. You all take care as always. I'm your brother man, come to show you the way to your own salvation, to your own creditorship, to your own personal equity. At the end of time, all knees will bow to principal equity. Islam. Mary.